Hi, I'm Ryan Daws, Senior Editor at TechForge Media. With me today is Yamina Kelm, who is the Product Manager for Edge Computing at Deutsche Telekom. So Yamina, how does Edge Computing help Deutsche Telekom deliver faster and more reliable services to its customers, especially for applications that require low latency?
So with our Edge Cloud offering, we combine the connectivity aspect that we are already quite advanced in with the computing power within our network. And with that, we provide the possibility for our customers to offload their processing power to our edge data centers. And with that, we enable a new ecosystem of use cases, low latency, high security, scalable use cases, within or in combination with what telcos can do best, which is connectivity and network, right?
Okay. And so what are the main benefits and challenges of edge computing for telcos themselves?
I think the biggest benefit is that telcos can still play a role in the market without being pure connectivity provider and transition themselves to a telco as a platform rather than a pure connectivity provider. And I think telcos are generally quite trusted partners for the customers, and we can keep that good relationship up by also providing our part in driving transformation and digitization.
Great. So what does edge computing enable that wasn't previously possible?
So with edge computing, we are, of course, able to enable use cases that would not be possible by just doing or trying to do it on cloud. So having lower latency to enable use cases like, for example, video analytics or also process automation, machine-to-machine communication. Of course, many of those topics are already there today, but the expansion of that business and the evolution of those use cases is what we can enable with edge computing.
Excellent. So AI is, of course, the topic that's on everyone's lips at the moment. How is AI advancing edge computing?
I think edge computing, again, is an enabler for artificial intelligence because, of course, you can also offload the processing of the information in AI to the edge cloud. And I think with that, we can be a big enabler in this emerging industry of AI. And of course, AI will then again trigger the evolution of certain use cases like video analytics or automation. And with that, we are then again the optimum partner to provide the underlay, which is the connectivity and the edge cloud.
Yeah, it really helps to make sense of what a massive amount of data. So what are some of the specific use cases that Deutsche Telekom is exploring or enabling?
So the use cases we are exploring are based on our customers' demand. So one of the use cases we are currently discussing with several different customers is the automated checkout process in retail, which means that you do not need anything to enter and exit a grocery store. You can just go in, maybe scan your items with your phone, or maybe in future you don't even have to do that. You can just put your groceries into your shopping cart and then exit the store, and then there's maybe a pling sound on your mobile phone, and with that you have already paid your groceries. So to automate and flexibilize grocery shopping. But of course, that's again a step-by-step approach. So it's not like my grandma would most probably not use that because she's not that much into all those topics, right? So it needs to be a step-by-step approach. We still need to have physical contact with people that are scanning the items or something like that. But we can pave the way towards that digital transformation by maybe having an application where you can scan the items, and we do video analytics to see, are the people now putting 2 chocolates into their shopping cart, but they only scanned 1, so that they can get a notification. You forgot to scan your second chocolate, so that you have a step-by-step approach towards that bigger goal.
Well, I didn't think my grandma would ever use a smartphone, and now I can't get her off it. It's constantly sending me messages, so might not always be a good thing.
That's true.
Do you have a case study that you are most excited about, or have sort of found the kind of key showcase for edge computing?
So I just had a very nice discussion here with the people from Arctos Labs. They did a case study with regards to how can edge computing reduce costs for customers by keeping the traffic in the network and not crossing any network borders, offloading processing to cloud. And they figured out that they can spend, or that customers can actually save up to 20% of costs if they do not go for the typical cloud solutions. One of the reasons for that is, of course, the egress traffic that is charged quite high in cloud. And you can charge significantly less if you keep the traffic in the network or on-premise.
Sure. And are there any key emerging trends or opportunities that you see in edge computing that people should be aware of?
Yes, the approach I see, and I'd like to mention first is, of course, the federated edges. So as you know, there's several different access networks in every country. There's many different operators in the market, and usually operators were more in competition than cooperation. And I can see that changing a lot because no one wants to build a international edge footprint in combination with their own access network because it would simply be way too expensive. So we try to find creative ways to anyhow build a international edge footprint by federating between our different edges. So one example could be if someone using our edge in Germany goes on vacation to France or Spain, we could dynamically put the workload from our edge to the edge cloud of Telefonica or Orange, for example, and the traffic would be processed there. Of course, we need to implement regional packet gateways so that the traffic is not roamed back to the home country because that would add too much latency. But by federating between the edges, we could pretty easily build a European or even international edge footprint, which is, I think, quite a unique approach that we are heading to with all the different operators. And to see this changing market and the changing situation coming from competition to cooperation is very cool, and I love to be part of that.
Interesting. And so, especially in cases like that, security is also a big factor. We've got Cybersecurity Expo going on under this roof. How do you ensure the security and privacy of data and applications at the edge?
Of course, we need to make sure that the network is secure and protected. We have a whole department in DT that is taking care of that, telecom security. But of course, with the move towards platform solutions, we also need to take care of the security of those platforms and even the applications running on this platform. And I've seen many cool exhibitions here at the Expo where different companies find very creative ways to protect the application layer or the platform layer. And I think that's something where telcos definitely need to learn and grow with their partners, because you cannot be the expert in any business. We are the experts in the network business. And besides that, we, of course, look for strong partners in the industry to secure everything that goes beyond the network.
100%. It's all about that collaboration. Well, that's everything for me today, Yamina. So thanks for coming to speak to me.
Thank you.
I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Pleasure to meet you.